The whistle blew, but the game didn't stop. It stopped because of hate, louder than the fans, sharper than the tackles. This isn't football anymore. This is war for its soul. Imagine this. The stadium is buzzing, the chants are loud, the ball rolls along the grass, and then silence. Not the kind of silence that comes after a goal, but the suffocating hush that follows something darker. In that instant, a player, Schalke's Christopher Antwi-Adjei, stopped. Not because of an injury, not because of the referee's whistle, but because words, poisoned with hate, were hurled from the stands straight at him. He refused to play on, and just like that, the beautiful game revealed its ugliest shadow. This moment happened during a recent German Cup clash, the DFB Pokal. It was the 13th minute when Antwi-Adjei called out the racist slurs he had heard. The referee halted the game. The announcer pleaded with the crowd, "Stop it." Think about that. An entire match suspended because the weight of racism broke through the cheers. And it wasn't just one game. Another cup match faced the same shame. A substitute warming up on the sideline became the target of vile chants. Two incidents in the same competition, days apart. Not whispers, not isolated, but evidence of a sickness spreading louder, bolder. The German Football Federation reacted quickly. Its president, Bernd Neuendorf, said clearly, "We stand for diversity and respect. We stand by those affected." Investigations began. Statements were issued. But for many players, and for countless fans watching, the scars went deeper than press releases could ever heal. At the global level, FIFA's president, Gianni Infantino, condemned the events in harsh words. He called them unacceptable, reminding the world, football has no place for racism. He promised oversight, with FIFA's Players' Voice panel monitoring closely. Yet promises can feel thin when chants still echo through the night. The truth is, this isn't just about two matches in Germany. Antwi-Adjei, the head coach of Ghana's national team and a man who once played in the Bundesliga, spoke recently about systemic racism, how it is woven into the very structures of the sport. He warned that gestures and slogans aren't enough anymore. Football must move from symbolism to action. And that's the real shadow here. Because football is supposed to be a place of belonging. A stadium isn't just concrete and seats. It's where strangers become family, where millions share joy and heartbreak. But when racist abuse fills the air, that belonging is shattered. The chants that should unite, divide. The game that should inspire, wounds. Still, in these dark moments, there were sparks of resistance. When Antwi-Adjei stopped the game, he made a stand. Not just for himself, but for every player silenced before him. When another crowd identified an abuser and shouted "Nazis out," it showed that the soul of football fights back. These flashes remind us that the shadows are never absolute. So the question is no longer whether racism exists in football. It does. The question is, what are we willing to do? Will clubs simply release statements, or will they enforce bans? Will fans remain quiet when abuse erupts near them, or will they rise and say, "Not here, not in our game"? Football is not just entertainment, it's a mirror. And right now, it reflects our deepest flaws, but it can also be the stage for change, for courage, for unity. That's the challenge, and that's the opportunity. If you believe football should rise above division, if you believe the game deserves better than the poison of hate, then join this conversation. Subscribe to Soccer Shadows, where we expose not just the highlights, but the hidden truths. And tell me, in the comments, what real steps should FIFA and the DFB take to end racism once and for all? Because the whistle has already blown. The next move is ours.